week I've been doing something a little bit different over the past couple weeks, and so why should this week be any different? So this week we're doing this by category of genre, sort of, something like a genre, but so we've got like paranormal and death and you know, dystopian and sequels and contemporaries. So let's get this thing started. In paranormal and death, we first have Death of a Kleptomaniac, which is about a girl who is rich and she's looking for more, so she goes and steals things, and she winds up dead sooner or later. And is hoping to redeem herself. Venom by Fiona Paul, which is about historical fiction set in Renaissance Italy about a secret society. Yeah. Touching the Surface by Kimberly Sabatini, and this is about a girl who is living in the afterlife, much like the first book, not quite, but you know. And this is not the first time or the second time, this is the third time she has died, and so you know, she kind of has to figure out how to get out and to kind of fix her mistakes. And I really want to know, how did she die 3 times? Look at your life and look at your choices. For the contemporaries, we have Dead Girl Moon by Charlie Price, and this is about 2 teenage girls who are runaways living in this corrupt town in Montana when they find this dead body of a woman, and they somehow get involved with this case, possibly as suspects. Endangered by Elliot Schrafer, and this is about a girl who is dragged to the Congo with her mother, who is looking to build a sanctuary for these bonobos, and she kind of learns that she likes the bonobos, and this book very much questions the idea of safety as, you know, us as humans, but also how far we can go in order to save, you know, another race as far as like animal kingdom goes. And so this seems kind of interesting. I've been hearing a lot of, or not really a lot about it, but like, you know, I went to BEA and saw him speak a little bit at Teen Arthur Carnival, and it sounded like he was very passionate about this book, and so I'm thinking that this would be very interesting because it doesn't take place in America, it's not a dystopian, it sounds very much like, you know, adventure, but just definitely a lot, you know, it's serious, but it's like, it's a lot different than your usual contemporary novels. Total opposite of Endangered, we have Rockaholic by CJ Skews, and I think this is going to be my personal guilty pleasure. It's about this girl who's a total fangirl. She gets to go to her favorite band's concert and meets the lead singer, somehow happens to kidnap him with a candy bar, and now he's in love with her. So I'm thinking this is my kind of book as far as the ridiculous stuff I like to read that you probably don't get to hear about very often, but this is a book that I need it. I really do need it. For the sequels, we have No Second Chances by Malin Allegria, and this is the 4th book in the Borderstown series, and this series seems to come out fairly regularly. I remember doing another book video, new release Tuesday, on that book, and this one focuses mostly on Santiago, I believe. The summary made it seem like that because it talks about how, you know, he's not doing so well in school, and so he's trying to tell his parents how responsible he can be, and so he goes and gets some responsibility when he goes to get a job and things like that. And so you got a little other, you know, some other characters mixed up in that too, but you know, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens to Santiago. Ruins by Orson Scott Card, and this is the 2nd book in the Pathfinder series about a kid who can read people's pasts. Sapphire Blue by Kirsten Gear, and this is about a girl who is a part of a band, not really band, a group of time travelers, and she has some very eclectic friends. One of them is a gargoyle demon. Yeah, and she's also kind of wrapped up in this guy who is a diamond. Apparently these people are all jewels. For the dystopians, we first have Rebel Hearts by Moira Young, and this is about a girl who her brother is kidnapped, and in the wake of that her family moves west to leave her alone to be kind of toe-to-toe with the oppressive forces, and I guess some guy gets in the mix, I don't know, but this is said to be very much better than the Hunger Games, which is a very big claim to make, so I'm thinking this is a must-pick-up kind of book. The Barcode Prophecy by Suzanne Wayne, and this is about a teenage girl who finds out that she is adopted, and when she goes to talk to her biological father, she finds out that he is a scientist for the government, and you know, what is that called? Global One. The Barcode Prophecy by Suzanne Wayne, and this is a teenage girl who finds out that she is adopted, and she goes to talk to her biological father, who's a scientist, who tells her, don't get the barcode when you're 17. This causes the government to be able to track you. The Global One, who is this, you know, awful thing, science bad. I don't know if it's necessarily like that, but when she goes home, she finds out that her adopted family has disappeared, and so she turns to this anti-barcode group, and they try to take down this Global One. Rootless by Chris Howard, and this is about a boy who has been building trees most of his life because he's never seen a real tree. All he knows are the stories his father tells him until his father dies, and then he goes in search of these real trees. And I guess this is kind of like a, you know, coming of age tale. Seems a little bit like Wizard of Oz, just kind of like the journey to the wizard kind of thing. Not quite the falling into a dream state kind of thing. So it looks kind of interesting. I've never seen a book that has been described like this before. Scrivener's Moon by Philip Reeve, and this sounds a little bit more sci-fi than dystopian, but it's about future day England and you know, London hoping to be a mobile city in order to get involved in this war with this other force out there in the universe, something like that. And in order for them to do that, this girl has to go on a journey to her hometown. The title of the book is Scrivener's Moon, and she has to go kind of, I guess, come face to face with the Scrivens, and so maybe they are the ones who can help, you know, London become a mobile city. Not too sure, but seems kind of interesting, maybe, possibly. I don't know. It's just, the summary just doesn't really explain too much. It's just kind of like, this is a sci-fi, a journey. Yay! So that is all for this week in YA. I hope you go pick some of these up, and if you do, please tell me how they are. I always wondering how these all are because I can't go and read all of them. I wish I could, but you know, there's not enough time in the day, ever, as we all know. But I really hope you go and pick some of these up, and I hope you all have a great week. And hopefully you will see a new This Week in YA sometime soon. We're writing a new episode right now, so hold your seats and, you know, have a great time.